Well, here we are.
Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kit. If you're new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button and subscribe because I'm really trying to hit a goal and join the Fab Doll. It's like, we're so fabulous. Like, girl, come on, like, be a subscriber. Like, why not? But if you are a return subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. As you guys can tell from the title below, it is a very serious topic. I feel like it's just not as talked about as much because, you know, it still does happen, and I feel like it still needs to be said for people who, you know, don't hear stuff. I mean, it's just so much going on in the world right now that it's not something that's really looked at, like, whatever. And these are just some of my personal concerns, and it is definitely still going on, and it's something that we honestly just need to, like, work on as a group, as a whole. And yeah, so let's just jump right into this video. But before I jump to this video, make sure you send this video out to somebody who really needs to hear this, because I don't know who might need to hear this. So let's start something new on my channel. I've never done this before. I just thought about this. It could be fun, could be cool. But Kenwordddd, and Kenwordddd is whole Pride Month. Hopefully I post every day or every other day something related with my life, because I am gay. So yeah, so the first day, let's start off with the biggest thing. The parents. So yeah, I just feel as if, like, we need to start accepting each other, and I feel like it starts from within the home. And a lot of times it's still like being gay and, you know, LGBT is very out there now. Where I was in 9th grade, I mean, it was just getting to that point, but prior before, I really didn't know that many other gay boys. Like in middle school, it was only like a couple gay boys. It was only like 1 or 2 who were actually like out. The others, like myself, like we was DL, but everybody knew, and like we just didn't really have no voice. And a lot of times in the household, our parents, it was like, for me personally, because I am from a Christian background, a very religious background, it was one of those things like, you can no, there's a no. And it's like, y'all cannot do that to kids at such a young age, because you honestly like damage people. And that's why I feel like the black community, the black community is so worried about keeping up with Robinsons and the Joneses and all that other stuff. A lot of times we try to act as if we don't care about what someone's supposed to say, but in reality they really do. And as far as like other ethnicities, I feel like a lot of times, I don't know that person struggles. I mean, even some black families are okay with it, but I feel like I found a lot of more black gay men out on the street kicked out from their families simply because it's a no-no and they're trying to live out a Bible and it's a sin. But sis, first of all, let's get one thing clear. No sin is greater than another. That's one. So you saying trying to judge us for something that we cannot control, that's so ridiculous. It's very ridiculous. And I feel like a lot of black parents who just sit back and reflect on themselves. This, like, you are building and molding this child to who they can become in the future. And it starts at a very young age. Parents, you see the signs. I mean, sometimes kids don't show signs of being gay, but a lot of times, like, you know your child. I feel like my mom always knew. Like, I got in trouble for so much, like, gay shit. It was, like, ridiculous. So it's like, you kind of knew. But I understand that there are some men who are just feminine and stuff, and you can't just be quick to assume. But my thing is, you have to face reality, and you cannot sit here and break these men down, because we already have society breaking us down as one. We already have, you know, within the LGBT community, it's so many other communities within that, and it's like, the white boys don't really bang with the black boys, and not bang, but like, girl, to be honest, the white boys be trying to treat the black boys like shit, or as if we are a fetish, and this other stuff, and there's a lot of colorism, like a lot of colorism. I'm not gonna lie, I would get a pass over somebody who's darker tone to me simply because I'm light skinned. And I've even said this to a lot of my friends, like, light skinned people, they would get chosen over a dark person because the white person, like, their family might be like, okay, like, they could pass this mix or something. It's like, you get a pass type stuff. And that's even within the gay community. It's a lot of times when it's like, you know, I just don't dance on my race. I don't, like, I only mess with other white boys. Or they look at black men as a fetish, which is, you know, BBC stuff, and it's like, no. And so when we are already dealing with that within our community, and then we have to come home and hear these hateful comments about something that we honestly did not choose. I did not choose to be born in this world. I did not choose to be gay. I did not choose, you know, I can choose the color of my hair now because I can dye it. But there's just shit you cannot change about yourself. I can't change, I mean, you can change your skin tone, but I cannot help that I was born my skin tone. You know, this is like some shit you just cannot change. I cannot change the fact that y'all are my parents. So you cannot change the fact that this is your child. And stop trying to sit here and mold these boys to feel as if they cannot have no feelings. They have to be this big, rough, tough dude, because you, once again, you are breaking them. And now you have this fucking kid who is broken, who is out on the streets of Atlanta in these houses, getting ran through and just doing God knows what, simply because you cannot accept a child. Because one, you want to try to use the Bible against us, and then two, you don't want to be ridiculed by your peers, or, you know, so-and-so got a gay son. But let's be very clear. If it was the shoe on the other foot of your friend, like if it was your friend's child, I guarantee your friend probably wouldn't even care. But a lot of times parents be so focused on what somebody else would say. Stop focusing on what outsiders say about your child. You need to just focus on the happiness of your child. Because like these new millennials are honestly like our future. And I see like it's still happening. I'm really happy that that there is a platform like YouTube for gay boys, and there's boys like myself and other gay men like Tariq Ali. There's a friend of mine, Smiley Carter, who speaks on stuff like this, because growing up I really didn't have like nobody. It was like white boys who were older than me, not my age, doing stuff that, you know, I wish I could have done, but I was just so scared of being ridiculed by my parents, and not so much of my peers. I feel like I'll get to that, but I feel like I was just so scared of being ridiculed by my parents, or what my parents would say, or the consequences, or feeling, you know, a lot of times as a black parent, you fight what you were scared of by like, we were like, a lot of black parents and parents just in general, if they're scared of something, they just come back about punishment. First thing is, I'm gonna punish you for it, and hopefully that will get you out your brain so that you know not to do that. But no, it's like, it's always gonna be there. But yeah, I'm really happy. I just really missed off, but I just wanted to say I'm really happy that there's a platform for, you know, young gay men to look at now. And I know there are still young gay men who still are ridiculed, who still, you know, get put on punishment, get stuff taken away, get sent away. And I have a really close friend of mine who, you know, got threatened to get sent away. And not just him, I know a couple other boys, but someone who's really close to me got threatened to get sent away. And it was just like really sad, because it's like, damn, like, it's still a day and age where y'all so, like, you have so many other things to worry about, but you worry about sexuality. I get from being taught from my parents, it's rough. It is rough being a black gay man in this community in this time, day and age, because it's minority on top of minority, and it's like, damn, like, you're such like a small group. And other times I feel like our parents, like my parents, you know, they grew up in a time where, you know, AIDS, you know, all that stuff, like, it was not at a high, but the shit was around, and it was just like spreading like wildfire in these communities. And a parent does not want to see the child die behind, you know, sex with a person. But I feel like parents have to realize you can get shit from anything, from anybody. So them being gay is not a defining reason why you should be scared. No. I get that the world is crazy, that shit goes on, but shit goes on everywhere regardless. That's inevitable. Like, you cannot change, you know, stuff that's already gonna happen. You cannot change that. The only thing you can do is try to build a good child. Not build, but try to promote, try to invest in this kid, see what they want to do. I really fucking hate when people try to rough their kids up. Like, it does not work. My parents tried to rough me up a lot. It did not work. I'm still gay as fuck. I feel like it makes me want to rebel more and be even gayer, simply because you try to do something that was out of my comfort zone. Respect your kids. You want your kids to respect you, but you have to respect them as well, because they are also individuals. I understand a lot of people feel like, oh, you know, kids can have an opinion, blah, blah, blah. But I feel like you still should be able to hear your child out and understand where they're coming from, because you will want someone to hear you out. And my thing is, you cannot ridicule your kid at home and they are ridiculed on the outside as well, because that just makes it 10 times worse. Now, so many things run through this kid head. It's just a lot. And also, like, from like people who are like very conservative, and it's just like, I get that this is religion and I understand that, but my thing is, you cannot, God loves everybody, he does not judge no one. That means we cannot judge no one. With that being said, I've been blessed by God so many times and I'm gay. I've seen other boys who are gay been blessed as well. So my thing is, you gotta tell me God hate me because I'm gay, but look what he has blessed me with. Like, that just does not make sense at all. Like what are you saying? So it's just, don't try to combat with your kid using religion against them, because that's a big reason why a lot of people run away from God and just run away and feels that they cannot do nothing simply because you use this stuff against them. I know so many gamers who are like, I don't want to be in the Bible because it was used against me. I totally understand that, but speaks to the person who is going through that. You need to just knock out on your own. You cannot sit here and let them do that. And I really hate when people do that to their child. Another thing is, just let your kid live. That's what I would just want to close with. Like, it's not a long video, but I just want to, like, and people who are having kids and who are raising kids, don't sit here and be like, I don't want a gay kid, because, I mean, why not? A kid is a kid. I don't care what I put y'all. If he got 3 legs, an arm on his forehead, a titty on his neck, I'm just gonna love my kid regardless. I don't care if my kid says he wants to fucking, I don't know, rescue slugs. I'm going to support my kid 110% simply because that is a human being, and you never know what effect you can have on somebody. You never know. Like, you can honestly say something to your child and that will really push your child to the edge. Next thing you know, you bury your child, and no parent wants to do that. So people who are having kids, accept your kids. It is, if your kid is or if it's not, just love them for who they are truly, because you never know. Like, you can honestly like you can really, like, parents really have a major impact on us growing up into our adulthood, and a lot of people don't realize that. I mean, people do realize that, but like, I feel like in the time and in the moment, I get you can be upset, I get, you know, you are scared, but you cannot sit here and let fear dictate how you affect your child, because now, once again, you are fucking up a human being. And y'all want to say that, like, Black power and we need to sit together and build each other. It starts from at home. Everything starts from within your household. You cannot sit here and want this child to go out here and work hard and be this advocate and stand up for Black people and do this if you are inside the house tearing them down. And that just goes for everything besides just being in the LGBT community. It starts within the home, and y'all need to get that into your brains. Because a lot of times y'all just be saying shit, y'all be, you know, rah, y'all on Facebook, fag hagging it up. But as soon as it is in your household, you have a problem about it. No. Same way you support the cosmetologists down the street who do your sew-ins, the MUA, the, you know, the guy at your job that you just talk to, you know, respect these, like, the same way y'all respect these gay men that y'all work with, respect your child. Like, if your child is gay, respect him the same way. I'm not saying you gotta be kiki, I'm not saying you have to do all that with your child, but still respect your child. Because that person probably tell you they went through hell, so it really should, like, put you, like, you don't want to put your child through hell. You don't want to you don't want to cause more damage to your child that could already be happening. You do not want to cause any damage to your child that has already, like, happened to them on the outside. So yeah, that's just my closing message. I hope y'all understand where I'm coming from. If you have any advice for me, or you want to just talk in the comments below, make sure you please do that. Like I said, Kim Pride for the rest of the month. Let's just enjoy this Pride Month and see where it takes us, because I don't know. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you stay tuned through all of this. If you have not already, give me a big thumbs up. It means a lot to me and what I want to do as far as growing my channel and advocating and promoting a lot of stuff. So thank you guys so much. Until the next video, as always, stay fab.